Coming up on SAU News. A vibrant parade of flags and cultures lights up campus for International Sabbath.
The autumn breeze ushers in a season of celebration and community among students.
A marketing class got creative with a unique fundraising idea involving some furry friends.
All these stories and more coming up. SAU News starts now.
Welcome to SAU News. I'm Sienna Escobar.
And I'm Elise Baltodano. Our newscast is brought to you by SJC Productions in the School of Journalism and Communication. Recently, the Collegedale Seventh-day Adventist Church partnered with Merge Worship to celebrate the rich diversity of their multicultural communities through a special International Sabbath. SAU News reporter Sienna Escobar spotlights the Multicultural Festival.
With bagpipes and drum, International Sabbath was led by a flag procession into the Collegedale Church sanctuary. The service included songs and scriptures in many languages.
Maana sisi ni kazi ya mikono ya Mungu. Tuliumbwa katika Kristo Yesu.
Following the service, Merge Worship hosted a feast of international dishes at the Collegedale Academy Gymnasium. Guests showed off their own cultural backgrounds with traditional outfits.
Well, this is our typical blouse, and it always has red, white, and blue because that's the colors of our flag. Azul, blanco, rojo, y azul.
The sash is representing the McGregor clan, and then the pin below represents the McDonald clan.
So this is just a traditional outfit from Belarus. My auntie made it for me. Very nice of her. It's traditional colors with the red and the white.
Potluck, we got a plate with a little bit of everything. We have some naan and samosas from India. We have Persian jeweled rice and two different salads from different parts of the world. We have one, a cucumber salad from China, and another one from Israel. Merge Worship Pastor Reginald Horton was reminded of crowds coming to Jesus to seek healing.
And I think this is what it is, a community of all nations willing to be healed by God as we commune and fellowship with one another.
It just reinforces how beautiful God's kingdom is because it includes everyone from everywhere.
International Sabbath marked the beginning of International Education Week, celebrated in more than 100 countries worldwide.
Southern's campus came alive with the recent sights and sounds of this year's Fall Festival. SAU News reporter Isabella Lagos takes us in to see how this event brought students together for a day of fun, food, and community connection.
The crisp autumn air and vibrant colors set the perfect backdrop for this year's Fall Festival. From classic games like apple bobbing to a variety of food options, the festival offered something for everyone to enjoy. Campus clubs also joined the festivities, with booths lining the event space. Each club brought its unique interactive games and activities and chances to connect with the student community, who loved engaging in the lively atmosphere.
My favorite part about Fall Fest is just seeing how much fun everyone is having. Yeah, you walk along the promenade, you see people coming out of classes, maybe they got tests, maybe they got exams. You can see that stressed look on their faces. It's just really nice to be able to look around and see everyone smiling, having a good time, and being carefree.
Fall Fest today was amazing. I think it was I loved the energy, loved the organization. Overall, it was a great day.
My favorite part has been walking around to see the different clubs and the activities that they've come up with. I really like to see how they interact with the students and to see what they do.
With smiles all around and memories made, this year's Fall Festival truly captured the spirit of Southern's campus life. Reporting for SAU News, I'm Isabella Lagos.
The Fall Festival continues to be a highlight of campus life and the connections that come with vibrant community events.
Did you see the Olympics? I mean, the Bietz Olympics. That's what a creative team came up with in the School of Business to raise money for charity. I talked with Professor Ben Schnell's marketing class who came up with the concept.
My name is Reagan Blake. I am a sophomore public relations major, and I am super excited for the Bietz Olympics. Tonight is the Bietz Olympics, Basically, it's a multi-sport tournament. All proceeds go to Child Impact, but they have games including ping pong, pool, foosball, Super Smash Bros, and Mario Kart. And basically, it's kind of like a point system, and the person at the end of the night with the most points wins a $100 cash prize.
And these projects we have going on tonight, including at this location, are fundraiser events for Child Impact. 6 events in total. All students trying to get other students to come out, buy tickets, and all the proceeds help Child Impact. So the main goal of the event is to help students learn marketing skills. We have the awesome benefit of being able to help out an organization as we do it.
There were also $1 caricatures available for students to enjoy, drawn by Sofia Fejera. The winners of the event were Don Lloyd and Caleb Pittman. They raised about $156 after taking out the cash prize for Child Impact. Across campus, another group from the same marketing class was trying to raise money with puppies. For just $5, you could stop and cuddle these sleepy 5.5-week-old golden retriever puppies, all under the watchful eye of their proud mom, Charlie. The pop-up fundraiser was part of the Frenzy in the Field. Along with the puppies, it included field games and a movie screening. The puppies proved to be a crowd favorite. Heartwarming fun for a good cause.
A record number of teams competed this fall in Southern's 3-on-3 basketball tournament. With more than 200 players, the event marked its biggest turnout in 18 years. The competition featured 45 men's teams and 12 women's teams. Fans lined the basketball courts to cheer on their favorites. As the night progressed, 4 teams rose to the top, competing for the championship titles. On the women's court, Team Basket Robbins faced off against the Asian Persuasion, losing the first match only to pull off a stunning comeback and secure the final victory. Meanwhile, on the men's side, Team Deuce clinched a dramatic win against the Bergen Bites in a nail-biting finish, scoring the game-winning basket with just 3 minutes to spare. The winning teams were still enthusiastic after the grueling 4.5-hour tournament.
We all is excited and happy that we got to come out here and play today. It was fun, relaxed, and happy.
It was good. My team rised up to the occasion, and we ended up winning, so that's what matters.
With unforgettable moments on the court, the tournament showcased both fierce competition and Southern's love for the sport.
Southern Symphony got a rare opportunity to perform jointly with another college orchestra this month. Violinist and SAU News reporter Ava Caroline Schmidt traveled with the group and filed this story.
One thing you first notice about the Howard Performing Arts Center at Andews University is its sheer size. It seats more than 800 and the stage is huge, which is important to accommodate more than the 160 musicians from both Southern and Andrews. The joint concert marked the first time Southern Symphony has played here. Both university music groups had practiced the same music, Festive Overture by Shostakovich. Andews University's symphony conductor Mark Elisi directed from the podium. SAU conductor Laurie Cadwalder also conducted other numbers. Student musicians from both schools said playing in this large group was fun and exhilarating.
It's a blessing, to be able to be in such a great group of musicians. All of us are students, from different departments, but we gathered together to play good music, and yeah, I'm just glad, to be a part of it.
I think it's really nice because we don't usually collaborate between schools, so it's a nice experience.
In their spare time, orchestra members explored the Andrews campus, along with a fun trip to the beach at St. Joseph, where they spent a restful time walking the pier and taking pictures of the lighthouse. But the lasting memory of the tour will be the magnificent sound from the combined orchestras. Reporting from Benton Harbor, Michigan, I'm Ava Caroline Schmidt for SAU News.
1 or 2 orchestra members even had the courage to jump in and swim in Lake Michigan, which is about 50 degrees this time of year. If you've walked around campus, you might have noticed one building that is currently unused. SAU News reporter Victoria Balabarca speaks with the university architect about his vision for the building's renovation.
My name is Fred Turner. I am their in-house architect, corporate architect for Southern. I'm standing in Miller Hall. It's my understanding this building was built in 1952. Originally, I looked up the old original blueprint drawings, and it seemed to indicate that it was a music building. So the idea came up, and I'm not sure who came up with the idea, maybe in Holly Gadd, the dean over there, but to utilize this building for the graduates. And also their sim lab, or this will be the room we're standing in right now, is going to be a large classroom. We'll have sim dolls and adult. And then over here is where the student lounge will be. And then, like I said, we have an office up here and storage. And then downstairs in the lower floor will be several sim labs that'll have a control center that controls something, just like a human doll, that they can actually control the breathing, and so students can diagnose, or they can do a scenario set up to where they have to diagnose the patient. And hopefully very soon they'll be jump starting on this project. So this building, by the way, I know it has, I think the overall building's about 7,400 square feet with the 2 floors. Each floor is about 3,700 square feet. So that'll be a good addition to the nursing building.
It'll be exciting to see how this renovation enhances our campus and supports the needs of Southern students. Here at SAU News, we frequently send a reporter out with a question of the day. Tiffany Magoka, a student in SJC's digital storytelling class, wondered what students have learned from their friendships on campus. Here's her story.
What is the greatest lesson your friendships have taught you this year?
The value of others' opinions and how much it matters to really voice your opinions and then have them heard and then listen to theirs as well and just kind of play off of each other. It's definitely something that matters.
I've learned how to be more accepting and accommodative of the changes that are going on in my life and in my friends' lives.
My friendships have taught me that I don't need to be alone as a person and that I can actually develop my character more.
What I've learned most is how to prioritize my time so that I can keep important relationships in my life and keep them up. It's much more proactive.
So I used to be a real legalist back before I came to Southern, and I believe my friendships have really helped me to balance out in my spiritual life.
During this Thanksgiving season, many students say they are thankful for friends who are there when we need them. We discovered a computer science major who was relying on friends to help him run his own business while taking a full load of classes. SAU News reporter Aaron Estep introduces us to CJ Schunman in this Humans of Southern profile.
My name is CJ Schunman, and one could say I'm passionate about everything from business ownership to manufacturing to robotics. Well, I've always been a business-minded person. The business I currently have, I was doing some personal projects, ended up with some excess material that I had made, different types of lumber, and I just ended up throwing it on Facebook Marketplace and have been selling ever since. In order to balance things, for me, the biggest thing has just been trying to manage my time to try and get enough sleep while still not hating myself completely. My biggest go-to recently has been hiring some friends to help alleviate work at certain pressure points. This would be more a friend-boss relationship because when they're on the clock, I guess we're still friends, but whenever you're not on the clock, you have to realize that you're no longer in control. Do they respect my control? Generally, no. If we decide to do something this way, they'll defer, they'll want to do it this way, or whenever I get dead set serious, they'll tell me it's a bad idea, but I'll still do it. For decision making, like deciding how we're going to accomplish something, I want their input on everything because, they're the ones helping me do it, so that's reasonable. Most people would say that business owning gives you freedom and time management and control of your time and all that. It does none of those things. It's caused a lot more almost sleepless nights, kept me from hanging out with friends a lot more, made me miss out on many social activities that most people value in college, but it's also shown me a whole nother side of life. It's allowed me to connect with many really good people I work with. It's a place for me to build my ideas where if I fail, it doesn't matter because I can start again. Compared to school where if I fail, it's a little bit harder to get back on track. One piece of advice that I would give to other students is if you do it, be prepared to work nonstop. Be prepared to have not much of a social life, if your friends are going out to do something, be prepared to say no to that. And be prepared for failure, because I've failed on a couple different things I've tried. It is a lesson. So be ready to learn instead of get depressed over screwing something up. If you have a dream, chase it. You have to chase your dream if that's what you want to do. Don't get discouraged after the first time. Maybe get discouraged after the 1,000th time.
The congregation of College Yale's Spanish American Church is celebrating the dedication of their new church sanctuary. Current and former pastors, along with donors and other church officials, cut a giant red ribbon marking the official temple dedication. Inside, the sanctuary floor seats over 400, more than twice the old church capacity on Colcord Drive. The congregation has been worshiping in their new building since September. Senior pastor Gamaliel Feliciano said the congregation has been praying for this moment for 15 years. Former university president David Smith was the main speaker for the dedication, which also featured music and a baptism. The new Sukasa Church building sits atop a hill behind the university's track and field. The building includes a gymnasium and children's wing. The Hispanic Church was started back in the 1980s by a group of Spanish-speaking students and local families.
SAU News is a student-run production here in Southern School of Journalism and Communication. I'm Sienna Escobar.
And I'm Elise Baldadano. Do you have a newsworthy story? Message us on Instagram at SAU_news.
Have a great day and see you next time on SAU News.